I'm realizing like if you don't think massively, you're just literally like a slave to your business. So I was thinking the other day, right? Just thinking to myself, like, if you're gonna go into business and you think small, or you're just settling for maybe a specific number that you think that is going to provide you, let's say your goal to get in business to provide you actual freedom, like real financial freedom, or whatever it may be, like just experiencing it as far as being in business, I'm realizing like if you don't think massively, you're just literally like a slave to your business. Like at different levels, you're the customer service, you have to handle all the complaints. You're literally like, you don't have literally the freedom. So if you don't think big, like you don't expand your mind to like continue to go for bigger to actual in a point where you do have the freedom to do what you want to do with who you want to do it, when you want to do it, right? That takes you actually thinking really massive, not settling with where you may currently be. And even in our position, I'm like, I can't even imagine ourselves, just, yeah, we're good now, let's just do it, because we're not free. Like, we're literally like our best employees at the moment, right? So like, when it comes to that, it's like, that's why we're always like, okay, we gotta go 10x, we gotta expand. Our goals have to be like 10 times. Not only that, so we can be able to create more opportunity. And I think it's just a feeling inside of like I don't know, of like, if you're thinking of being in business, or you're maybe at a point where you're just like, okay, I want to get to 30,000 a month or 40,000 a month and I'm going to be free, like financially free. Well, that's not the case. Like, it's not. It's just going to be, unless you go super big, super big, like that's where a point comes where you can actually be free and choosing really what you want to do, and have choices, have options, and not limiting yourself to really like your first instinct of what I want to do, what I want to eat at the menu, what I actually want to give, right? Because love is denied expression by poverty. That is a quote that stayed with me once I read it in a book, The Science of Getting Rich, which is an incredible book, because it's a science of getting rich. And he said, love is denied expression by poverty, meaning I cannot love the way I want to love when I don't actually have the money to do what I want to do. I might have inside me, I want to go give that, or I want to fly our families over, and get first class tickets and do it. Well, you may not be able to do that. So your love is being denied. So also think of that, of like, if you're not thinking that money is important, you're not thinking big or expanding, and you're settling and you're kind of just thinking small, I want 1 or 2 clients, like, really ask yourself, is that what you want? Or you could just, work for somebody else. But that's not even a bad thing, right? If you work for somebody where you're literally getting commission or there's opportunity, that's an incredible place to not only learn, grow, but also, build your wealth if there's opportunity within that company. And you're learning what to do with that particular money. And so something that just came to me is that, I don't know who said it, but I think it's Grant. And it hit me, it's like, your business, whatever business you're doing or whatever business you're in, will never make enough money for you to be financially free. Like, because you're trading your hours and for your time, there's just not enough. How you actually become financially free is you have to invest that money. So just thinking far beyond that, of like, no matter what business I'm in, that's not my main source. I'm thinking way bigger than that. I'm using my business, right? Or I'm working the job so that I can invest that money into something that is going to work for me. And that's how I'm going to actually produce the wealth, because it doesn't require my time. And it's the money that makes you for it. So that is something that, is really big when it comes to just the mindset of going into business or working for a company. If you're really, really looking for financial freedom, if you're really looking to be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with who you want to do it, you know, lifting any limitations you may have developed throughout your years. You know, think of yourself when you're a baby. You were dreaming really, really big. You probably were like, I could ride a jet, but maybe now you're like, oh, I don't want it. Is it that you really don't want it, or is it that you just are justifying it because you know you're not gonna do the work to get it, right? So those are also questions that we may have within us of like, oh, I don't want that car. Well, when you were a baby, were you saying, oh, I want the Ferrari, I want the Lamborghini, I want the Rolls Royce because of how it looked, but now you don't want it? Is it really that you don't want it if you have like a limitless amount of money, or is it making yourself feel better? So just a few questions to ask as we are putting our energy, our work, our, you know, everything into what we're doing. Ask ourselves, why are we doing it, and will it actually get me to the result that I want to get? And so, you know, just being around people that think big is so important, because it's always pushing you to another level. It's not allowing you to stay comfortable, stagnant. Because if you're around people that have the same results that you have, or you're listening to people that have the same results, they're gonna be applauding you. They're gonna say, oh, you're doing awesome. They're gonna think, oh my God, you're rich, or whatever, when really that's not the case. They're just comparing you to other people. But when you really look and you're around people that are like, you know, that's cute. That's cute. You know, don't be selfish. Like, there's so much more that you have to give. There's so much more that you can do. There's so many more opportunities that you can be able to provide. Those are the type of people that are going to allow you to stretch your mind. And a mind that is stretched cannot go back to its original form. Right? A mind that is stretched cannot go back to its original form. And so be around people that stretch your mind on a daily basis.